Hey guys, how's it going? This is Stefan, the San Antonio Fisher, and I'm about to head out on my track over to Guadalupe State Park. And I got some trout magnets and some crappie magnets. So I'm gonna just go try doing some bluegill fishing over there. Um, at least some perch. I know they have hybrids. I think they might have some uh, green perch. We always have bluegill. I'm not too sure in terms of perch what they have over there, but that's where we're gonna go catch. There's also bass, I know that for sure, so we might hook up into some of that. And the last time I was there, the spot we're going to, the reason why I want to go back is I didn't really fish it too much last time, but there were spotted gar, and the one I saw was about a foot and a half long, not too big. So I'm thinking on the same setup I should be able to hook up into one of those, which would be so sick. So we're gonna see what we can go catch today. It's fucking hot. It's so hot. It's so hot outside. But hopefully by the time we get out there, because right now it's like 4:15. By the time we get out there, hopefully it will be around like 5:15, 5:30. We'll start fishing around that time, like right before 6 o'clock. Fish really don't start biting during this time in the summer. I'm just rolling with my 1500 reel, and just like I guess it's just like a standard. I mean, it's a extra fast action pin rod, so it should be good for some perch hunting. And I actually brought some corn too. I was thinking about going carp fishing too, like after a certain while, if we catch a good amount of perch, and I feel good about myself. And this is what this trip is about, is that I haven't caught anything lately. The last two trips I've gone out, I've had some fun, I got good practice in, but I haven't caught anything. And sometimes that's why you go perch fishing, because you're gonna catch them no matter what, and it's a huge morale booster, and that's what I need. So hopefully we'll catch a whole bunch of those, and then I'll switch over to maybe doing some carp fishing and just kind of like chill out for a while. Well, I guess I'll see you guys there at the river. Alright guys, we got here Guadalupe State Park. It's just a super beautiful park. And it's really not a heavy trafficked one, so it makes it pretty awesome. People come here just to tube. No one really comes here to fish, and you really can't get to any good fishing spots unless you hike about like 1.5 miles. So we're gonna be heading down one of these trails, and it's just like such a beautiful trail. So I'm gonna actually film the whole thing as I head down. There's a river hipsters. It's so beautiful here. Actually, there's fish down there. That little pocket. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I see a little perch in there. So that's pretty badass. I'm gonna try going stealthy on this. Oh. Started coming off. So I'm using it as just a trout magnet with little clamp and split shut on there. It's kind of my variation of a rig. I saw somebody use it in Europe. They go pretty hard on perch there. That's kind of like my poor man's version of a very, I want to say expensive, but more costly rig. Ooh, that's a huge freaking lizard. Alright, let's see what we can get. I just roll it in slowly. That's where these perch are at. Let's see if we can hook up with anything. Yeah, look at that. Alright, so there's a huge freaking school of fish right here. So we're gonna try to just slow bouncing it, bobbing it. Ha, got one. Woo! The first perch of the day. There we go, see, that is how we do it. Look how it hooked him up. This, I don't even know what this is. I think this is just one of the hybrids. That is definitely not a bluegill, doesn't have a spot on him. Ooh, there you go, he released himself. Nice. Ha ha ha, that was cool. I have a feeling that when we go to the really good spot, we'll be hitting up on better stuff. And I just hit him on like the cadence, honestly. I kind of like was letting it go, and then I dropped it. And that's when he went after it. Ooh, that is a bigger guy. That is a bass right there. That's a smallmouth? Either a smallmouth or a rock bass. I don't even know what the heck that is. I don't know what the heck that is. It's definitely a bass though. Little baby rock bass. Never caught one of those before, so that's cool. Looks like this is gonna be some good fishing today. Ah, come on. Almost out, buddy. I totally tore up his mouth. Alright. So I'm going to release him on this side. Let's not scare the other fish. Ah, he's fine. That was awesome though. He put up a little bit bigger fight than the rest of these guys. Let's see if I can get them back. Oh, there it is, there he is, there he is. Whoa, that other one. Oh my god. There was a huge fucking bass that chased this fish. Oh my god. That is a jumbo bass in there. Holy fuck. And he went after this perch too. Damn. That was slick. See, this looks like another hybrid. Little hybrid perch, but damn, dude. I mean, that had to have been at least like a foot, I mean, there are some giant fish in here. This is awesome. Kind of makes me wish I brought my heavier duty bass rig. I would have been trying to get that lunker. That's okay. It's around 7:30. This isn't even like prime time. This is just like, you know, bluegill are starting to wake up time. Sorry, bud. This is kind of fun because this is really my first time being successful at something like this. In terms, I mean, using something that's not using like soft plastics and stuff. It's really my first time being successful at it. Hey guys, back at home. Yeah, my battery to my camera went out, so I wasn't able to film the latter half of the day. I ended up catching like 6 more panfish, and I hooked up into a bass. It was a really good sized bass. I got him on the Trout Magnet with a minnow swim bait on there, but when I was bringing him up, my drag was set real loose because I don't know, I've been going after panfish all day. It was on the same rod, so I just forgot to adjust the drag on it, and it was just set too loose for me to pull him up out of the water. So I had him on the bank getting ready to tighten the drag and pop him up on the shore, and he jumped up and wiggled himself loose and he got away. So, but I still got him. I still landed him. I still count it. It's just I was fishing off of a slight cliff, so I wasn't able to drag him up all the way. But you know what? That's just my noobdom. I'm still learning the ropes. But yeah, the Trout Magnet was amazing, and I found the most successful colors, at least for this river, was I did catch some on the pink, but I caught the majority of them when I switched to the orange. And then as the night went on, they kind of seemed to become uninterested in that orange color as it was getting darker, so I went with the black. And wow, that black, they just started to hit that. Like, there was no hesitation. The only time they stopped, because I was fishing in an area, and I felt like the only time they stopped was just because, you know, they had gotten used to it already, or they were just afraid they were seeing the other fish getting hooked up. I'm not too sure. I don't understand, you know, fish biology that well to say one way or another why they stopped, but it's really cool. I didn't hook up into any big panfish, and I'm thinking the main reason is I saw them on their beds. Like, the bigger sunfish were on their nesting beds, and they were pretty protective of them, and they weren't feeding. I tried tricking them into feeding. Like, I would just throw the lure down and let it sink into their nest, and I was hoping they would just, like, you know, try brushing, you know, to clean out their nest and just like pick it up or something to spit it out and then get hooked up that way, but they weren't even touching it. So, but I know for next time, you know, maybe I'll wait a little bit longer. Maybe when I get the next lucky tackle box, I'll go back out there and see if I can get some of those bass too. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. You guys have a great day. Keep fishing and stay active, and peace out, guys.